come around here. Ain't been rapping no sticks to get done around here.
Yo, what's up there, Splash fans? Welcome to a new episode. The Brooklyn Nets is the biggest threat to the Los Angeles Lakers. And this trade just happened at the right time. Well, not trade, but in general, the Cavs have bought out Andre Drummond, which means that he's officially now a free agent. And he's now shopping around in the league right now with the Lakers' interest. But many people don't get what this means for the Lakers if they get him. They are getting full good defense and offense in Andre Drummond. And plus a player who can carry the Lakers while LeBron and AD are recovering from their injuries, in fact. Heck, I've been saying this whole season, if the Lakers want another superstar, they can get DeMar DeRozan or just Andre Drummond, and they can actually compete with Brooklyn. And somehow they found a way to do it. They found not one, but two ways to compete with Brooklyn and getting Andre Drummond. A defensive and offensive presence, which is what the Lakers fully needed. And this not just help them again. Because Andre Drummond is a great scorer in general. Get me wrong. He has defense, which Brooklyn does not have. And that's what many people keep forgetting. Brooklyn doesn't have the best defense. So when you got DeAndre Drummond, a great offensive rebounder and defensive one, playing offense on players like DeAndre Jordan and at least Kevin Durant, do not say, hey, we can't guard him. Plus, the Lakers aren't going to have to trade one of their players to get DeAndre Drummond. In the best interest to fit DeAndre Drummond is the Lakers, because to me, the Brooklyn Nets are too loaded for them to. I really see them getting DeAndre Drummond. But they need to take a little bit of a more lower player, and he's not that lower player to get on the contract. So I feel like in his best options is, again, the Lakers. Like, that's his best option for me in general, saying he should go to the Lakers just because that's the better team for him to go to. Plus, I see them actually at least being able to contend for 3 titles with him. Like, if the league stays the way it is right now, with Brooklyn, all of them teams together, I really feel like, just maybe, that DeAndre Drummond can have 3 rings to his name, along with AD having 3 to his name. Just because of his offense shootable. In general, with defense and offense, not only would they just be the best team in the league, they may win the NBA championship again, like I said before, more than one time. And this definitely helps with the Lakers, because right now LeBron's out with injury, along with AD. When LeBron comes back, he really needs that number 2 player. I can really see it. Him getting Andre Drummond along with AD, you're looking at a pretty good team. All 3 of them dudes healthy, I think are the biggest threat in the finals to compete with Brooklyn. In the conference for Brooklyn, my biggest threat is Miami. Just because Miami has all that offense with their defense, that makes Miami a bigger threat, because Miami already had the defense. I said if Miami gets another offensive player, then they can compete with Brooklyn. And Miami found a way to do it and getting Victor Oladipo. So, yeah. This team, to me, in general, makes them the biggest threat to, again, of course, the Brooklyn Nets. And let me to tell you why the Lakers get on this offer. What the Lakers are getting is something much more better than they actually imagined. Again, they get some another player to play with AD and LeBron on the wing. In general, because AD and LeBron, we both know AD plays good defense. With Marc Gasol and Montrezl Harrell, great defenders when needed. You're adding on these dudes. You're adding on, again, DeAndre Drummond, a great defender. Do not tell me this team will not be scary if they get DeAndre Drummond. Don't tell me this team will not bring offenses to their knees. It won't only shake up the league. I believe the Lakers can, number 1 of all, be the number 1 seed again if they get DeAndre Drummond. Just because of getting him, that makes them so much more better. And plus, they have a lot of championship players on their team. The Lakers do. AD coming off a championship title. LeBron. Again, they may not have all the best rosters, but they also do have Marc Gasol, who played on the championship team. So yes, not only can the Lakers really compete at this level, all players on their team healthy with a talented Tucker. I definitely see it like, and plus they've been looking for that third dude to take scoring on the offense. Yes, Dennis Schroeder is good, but after offense, what can he do on defense? Like, really, in general, his offense is great, but I don't see him as that number three player. Maybe a 3.5, but not a full number one third player. I see him as a great fourth player or third player and a half, but not a great number one player. And plus, Montrezl Harrell is a great defender, so what else can I say? They have a full defensive bodyweight team. They can throw at them. And plus, you have bigs like Anthony Davis, Andre Drummond, all of them to put in the paint against Giannis. I definitely can see that. And this just makes the Lakers, again, much more competitive. To make things more competitive, the Lakers are coming off their 2020 NBA Championship bubble run. So coming off of that run means that they are on some pretty high expectations still. Plus the factors stand in that they are the team to still beat this season. They still are. With the roster they had last year going up with LeBron James, another back-to-back MVP candidate, Anthony Davis, who was an MVP candidate when he was on New Orleans. And this new roster, added on with the favor of Andre Drummond. My bad, guys. This makes this team a much more deadlier roster. And maybe, just maybe, I will say this. If they get DeMarcus Cousins also, that if they don't even get DeAndre Drummond and just take DeMarcus Cousins, that makes this team a lot better too. So, yeah. That's all they really need. And they don't even have to trade a player away to get nothing in return. The Clippers should be scared too because, number one of all, they got Rajon Rondo. But what big can you put in the paint to stop Andre Drummond too? That's my question. And Durant should be too, because we know what Durant feels like when he's losing sometimes. But that's all for the video. Be sure to let me know, did you like the video or not? And let me know down in post notifications if you want to see another video in the comments down below. So, yeah.